Welcome back to Cannes, France, where the stars are gathering for tonight's opening of the 65th Annual Cannes Film Festival, and among them is Sacha Baron Cohen. He's made a career out of transforming himself into unorthodox and sometimes offensive characters like Ali G, Borat, and Bruno. His latest creation is the supreme leader Aladdin in the new movie The Dictator. But this morning, Sacha has removed his many masks and is now joining us as himself. Sacha Baron Cohen, good morning.
Good morning to you.
So,
Thank you for having me on.
It's great to have you here. This is your third interview ever, and after all of these years, as yourself.
Correct.
Why do you so rarely give these interviews as yourself?
Well, the movies that I did up till now, they involved real people, and so we wanted to limit the exposure for kind of lawsuits. I mean, at the moment, I think I have the Guinness World Record for the most sued actor in history. But basically, if people saw that I was me and that Borat was not a real person beforehand, they could injunct the movie and shut the movie down.
I see.
This is a different kind of movie.
Right, it is a very different kind of movie. Before we get to that movie, let me ask you a couple things. We've been doing some research about you.
Oh, yeah.
And I need to give you, tell me whether this is true or false. Verify. You graduated from Cambridge?
Yes.
True. You once worked, you said, as a part-time fashion model.
Very part-time. Very part-time. Long time ago. 7 minutes.
You sent Ryan Seacrest a new jacket after spilling ashes on him.
That is correct, yeah.
That's nice.
Exactly. Well, and it had a little label inside, made by slave child labour in Wadir. But he didn't send me a thank you note. Unbelievable.
The thoughtlessness of that. In reviewing The Dictator, the New York Daily News calls you a political satirist with a peerless sense of the preposterous. As Supreme Leader Aladdin, on that note, who are you satirizing? What are you satirizing?
Well, firstly, it's a comedy movie, so the movie is there to be as funny as it can be, which is the same with all the movies. But, the subjects of the satire are these preposterous dictators who are feared in their own countries and rule, using violence and oppression, but are ludicrous characters. And the great thing is, at the moment, they're being overthrown. So anything you can do to mock them and undermine that kind of false authority, I think it's a positive thing.
You actually sought out terrorists to figure out how to be that character in this film. That just sounds so risky.
Well, that was actually in Bruno. I interviewed a few terrorists, which was a little bit risky, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did they help inform The Dictator?
Well, the dictators usually, they fund terrorist groups, but I did do some research for this, yeah. I mean, it kind of backfired on Bruno because I had a terrorist group came after me and, decided to to seek their revenge. But they haven't got me yet. That's why I'm here hiding in camp.
Time magazine says the dirty secret about this film is that it's actually a love story. Are you trying to, when are we going to tell us this? It's actually a love story.
Yeah, well, it's, we thought, essentially, how does this guy get to be a human being? And it's basically the story of this kind of dictator, like a Colonel Gaddafi figure, that ends up down and out in New York working in a vegan health food store. And he kind of falls in love with this very sort of masculine-looking hippie.
She doesn't shave her underarms.
She does not shave her underarms, and there's quite a powerful scene involving those underarms later on. An underarm love scene later on. And that's played by Anna Faris, actually. And he ends up becoming a little bit human.
Despite the fact that this movie still has an R rating, it is deemed by some reviewers as being a kinder, gentler Sacha Baron Cohen movie.
Exactly. You see, I'm softening as I get older.
What's happening here? Do you agree with that idea?
Well, I still think it's got the bite and it's got the edginess, and it's as funny as any of the other movies. And I know that because when I'm editing the movies every week, I go out and show it to like another group of 500 people, and the laughs are as big and as steady as Borat. So, but yes, there had to be a kind of love story here. There had to be a kind of softness to it, because the guy is so vicious,
at the same time, you are playing these other roles. I mentioned to you privately that I thought you were spectacular in Hugo. You're also now going to be coming out in the movie Les Miserables, and you're actually playing a part which requires you to sing.
Yes, that's where I am.
Where is this career of yours? It started in such an extreme edge here going, in your view?
I don't know. There's no real plan. So I take it day by day. The great thing about doing Hugo actually was I knew I was going to make this more traditional movie. So when Scorsese offered me the part, I said, all right, I'll do it as long as I can sit next to you for 6 months and study filmmaking. And he allowed me to sit next to him and watch the monitor and, see how he kind of directed people and, got the best performances out of him. So it's great having a 6-month-long masterclass.
Right. Well, Sacha Baron Cohen, you are already such an immense talent. Thank you so much for sitting with us and
Thank you.
Keep
It's a pleasure
going.
to be on.
And we want to mention The Dictator opens in theaters nationwide today.